The notification sound. One of the most important sounds, or one of the most mind-grabbing sounds in the world, actually. It tells us that we have something on our phone, and our phone needs to tell us something. Or somebody sent us a message. And this is an increasing problem because we keep looking at our phones, even when it doesn't make this noise, because we're afraid we missed one. And Finance Online tells us that 38% of people are addicted to the internet or their phone. And this is building to be a way bigger problem. So today, let us gather ourselves and gather some information about the dangers of tech addiction. Let us learn to mitigate and minimize the effects it has on us. And then let us stand up and be more openly to the people around us and look at the world for all it has to have. So let's open the laptop and explore why we spend so much time on our phones and computers. Well, it's because of the one thing they have in common, the internet, the thing that they both need to function completely and to their fullest potential. The internet is full of things. Chat rooms, you can call people, message, meet people from across the world. The opportunities are expansive. And you see, the human, because of the internet, 96 times out of the day, they check their phone for a notification about whatever's going on. Maybe a game newsletter, or maybe their favorite streamer has started streaming. But let us realize that all this instant satisfaction that we get from these apps, like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and sometimes even the 18 plus or adult websites, we have to realize that it's not healthy for us. It lowers our self-esteem and ruins our human interaction capabilities because we're used to interacting with somebody that we don't even know who they look like, or we've never even talked to them in person probably. We have to realize that human connection is very important when it's face-to-face. And so together, let us realize that addiction isn't only to just the phone or the computer or maybe even the apps. It's also to the websites we visit because of Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. They have this learning algorithm that grabs you by your collar, pulls you in and learns everything it can about you just to bring you right back. And even the ones that don't even have an algorithm, like the adult websites, they give you a false sense of satisfaction when you watch the videos that are on them. And then it brings you back because you want that satisfaction that it gave you. But it's toxic and unhealthy. And there are a lot of ways to combat this because we need to. We need to fight it with our bare fists. And we can lock down our apps on our phone by putting timers. Like, you can set an hour timer for Minecraft. You can play Minecraft for an hour and then it locks it. Or when you go to bed, you can set it to turn off at 8 o'clock and it'll turn off at 8 in the morning when you wake up or when it wakes you up. And even setting timers to when to check your phone. Like 40-minute timers, like 40 minutes, time to check my phone. Oh, hey, got no notifications. All right, I'll wait like an hour this time maybe. Or maybe you just don't check your phone that much already. But we have to remember, because also there are ways to combat the internet itself. Even though it's huge and expansive, and it's always expanding, just like the universe. We have to remember to lock down the websites we use. Because the ones that are unhealthy, we don't need them. They cause us to have a false identity of ourselves and looking at the people around us. So let's remember to block those bad websites. Let's remember to set up browser extensions that help point us in the right direction. Like, hey man, you're not supposed to be on YouTube right now. Let's go finish your work and then come back in an hour when you're on break. Stuff like that to help point you in the right direction on what you should be looking at. Because when you stick to it in the long run and you work really hard to mitigate the effect that these things have on you, you can improve yourself a lot. Your mental capability, your mental fortitude becomes way stronger. You have way better self-esteem. You're able to think more critically on your feet when you put down your phone and you look up from time to time. And when you put down the internet and stop talking to all those random people, you get to have deeper connections with the people around you. And when it comes down to it, Destination and Piedmont, respectively, they both help you, because in case of phones and the internet, you need to be able to function in your life and also critically think on the things in front of you. But something we can't forget is how useful these devices actually are. Because think about it. You have a calculator you use to solve math, camera to take photos so you can remember things longer, and a measuring tool to figure out the distance between you and maybe something else. So today, we learned how to mitigate and minimize the effect that our devices and the internet have on us. And let us experience it together, what it feels like to be strong again. And we all use our phones a lot. Let's not forget that we do. And we're probably going to keep using them a lot, at least until we die. But I have a challenge for all of you. I challenge you, when you get up, to teach it to the world, to explain to them, to help them with their addictions, so you can save a human and that they become more healthy, and then we get more critical and creative thinkers in this world. And let's always remember that we don't always have to be on the internet, and that sometimes we simply just need to click out of our phones, because we're human.